some people have seen the film and think it's like, you know, just a copycat revenge, death wish kind of film, but if you look at it, there's so much more to it than that.
Set in small-town Britain, Dead Man's Shoes is a disturbing psychological drama that explores the nature of evil, personal responsibility, and pranks gone wrong.
God will forgive them. He'll forgive them and allow them into heaven. I can't live with that.
Richard, a battle-hardened ex-soldier, returns home to take on the local drug dealers. In his absence, they had victimised his little brother, Anthony.
Rather than looking at evil as something that exists in other people, the first place to sort of start is looking at yourself and thinking, well, given the right set of circumstances, would I be capable of this if I'd been given a different upbringing, if I'd not had loving parents? Once you open the door to that, it becomes a kind of much less simple problem.
There is blood on my hands from the murder of a man. This is how I start another day in my kingdom.
I was kind of brought up in a town, you know, there was quite a lot of drugs and there was a lot of violence, and growing up in the place, I mean, it's one of these little towns you drive through and think it's really beautiful, but like, as is the case in Dead Man's Shoes, you know, buried at the back of this picturesque little village is an estate on which lives are kind of made and broken. But on the flip side of that, I was hanging around with a group of guys very similar to the sort of the gang in the film, and I had some of the funniest, the laugh out loud moments with these people in some of the strangest situations. The humour was so sharp, and you know, but at the same time it was very cutting. There was a sort of sense of cruelty to the humour that only the strong survived.
No, but listen, what you're going to do is, if you do want
From starting to talk about the film to actually shooting the film was about 2 months, which in anyone's books is incredibly quick. So it was like, because we knew if we developed this, we'd end up taking the very extreme edges off the film, and the executives would get involved and say, this is too hard, this is too hard. I didn't set out to do this, but I ended up kind of caring for every single person within the film, which is what tends to happen in my film. I start off with an idea of like the black and the white of the printed page, and then inevitably every character works their way into my heart in the way that people always have done in my life. You know, there's been people that I thought I hated, and then I've had a conversation with them, found out they were adopted, or found, you know, and then all of a sudden it sheds a brand new light on that person.